Hello everyone, this is your host Sadhu Mayu again, welcoming you to my channel The Green Gunner, bringing you all the Arsenal related content and latest reviews and news. I hope you all are doing well. Without further ado, I will express my frustration following our UEFA Champions League defeat away at Porto. A game which I thought we would win at least 3 goals to 1. Game that I thought we would totally dominate given our recent form. But how wrong was I? How delusional was I? We ended up losing 1-0 in the dying stages of the match. We did not perform well, we left our heart in London, or perhaps took Porto too lightly. Guys, in a shocking and utterly disappointing display, Arsenal's return to the Champions League knockout rounds began with a disastrous crash. Facing Porto, Gunners under Mikel Arteta delivered an abysmal performance that culminated in a 1-0 defeat, thanks to Galino's injury-time thunderbolt. Arsenal, brimming with false confidence from their recent Premier League goal spree, found themselves utterly outclassed and outsmarted by a determined Porto side. Not a single shot on target. Guys, a disgraceful statistic that speaks volume of the lackluster and uninspired effort put forth. The match itself was grueling watch, riddled with scrappiness and lacking the expected quality for this level. It was one of the most boring matches I have witnessed. It had nothing. As negative Porto's tactics were, it suited them and eventually got them what they were looking for. 3 points. They didn't care how they came. And that's all mattered and that's all mattered to them. Now, according to stats, ball was in the play for only 50 minutes. Rest of the time, Porto players were busy just falling and tripping. I know I'm being salty and this is just an excuse, and Arsenal should have played better and created chances. I even think Jorginho should have started. Anyways, it was dull for most of the time, and just when a draw seemed like a small consolation, Arsenal's hopes were dashed in the cruelest of manners. Galeno, who earlier missed a golden opportunity, redeemed himself by capitalizing on Gabriel Martinelli's atrocious pass to score the winner, leaving Arsenal's Champions League aspirations hanging by the tiniest of threads or thinnest of the threads. Martinelli, given how experienced he is, I know he's young. Given how experienced he is, he should have dealt with it better. Now, I still believe we can turn this around. We can't be all negative here. How will we turn it around? That's a $1 million question, guys. We know how Porto will come out. They will park the bus again. They will look to defend 1-0 aggregate and keep on playing anti-football because they don't. Because if they don't park the bus, if they actually look to play real football, then Arsenal will get them. They can't play free-flowing football against us, especially at the Emirates, guys. We will beat them easily, no problem. But that's not going to happen. Porto will come to defend only, and we have to find a way to break them down, create chances, and be clinical, which we are capable of. All we have to do is keep calm and be clinical. Now, by the time we will play Porto in the second leg, there's a high possibility Thomas Partey could be fit again and start for us along with Tomiyasu. That would be a great boost for us, especially Thomas Partey. We know, sorry, we know how good he is and how good we are moving forward when he is playing. If not, then please start Jorginho. He is a big match player, and we will be under pressure to win this one. This might be the most pressurizing match of the season for us, make no mistake. And games like these, it asks for the experience which Jorginho has. Now, to give us extra motivation, we can use Porto manager's words after the match. He said something like, Arsenal wanted to play, but Porto wanted to win. Joker. Absolutely Joker. He got lucky because we did not show up. Fact. Anyways, I'm thinking on the positive here. I would still call our performance scrappy and I would call Porto very lucky. That's my opinion. Time for player ratings, guys. I tell you, these player ratings, they only add salt to the wound. I'll start in goal with David Raya. I'll give him 6 out of 10. Barely a saving grace with a few decent saves, but powerless against the strike that sealed Arsenal's fate. Now, many Arsenal fans are asking for his head, questioning his position and dive timing. I think it's a rubbish excuse. It was a wonderful goal, and Raya could not have done much about it. So, yeah, 6 out of 10 for David Raya. Our right back, Ben White, I'll give him 6 out of 10. Seemingly lost, dabbling in midfield without much impact. Sums it up 6 out of 10. William Saliba, a bundle of nerves, fortunate not to be punished more severely for his lapses. Had a game to forget, William Saliba. I'll give him 6 out of 10. Gabriel Magalhaes, I'll give him 7 out of 10, one of the few to show some mettle, but that's hardly a consolation. 7 out of 10 for Gabriel Magalhaes. Jacob Kiwior, overwhelmed and outpaced. A glaring weak link exploited by Porto. Looked really promising last week, not so much last night. Sorry. 5 out of 10 for Jacob Kiwior. Declan Rice, as usual, showed some fight, but ultimately it wasn't enough. He badly needed Jorginho alongside him. That would unleash him. 7 out of 10 for Declan Rice. Kai Havertz, a ghost in the attack, missing a crucial header that sums up his Arsenal's night. He wasn't good at all. Badly exposed. I'll give him 5 out of 10. Martin Odegaard, I'll give him 6 out of 10. He tried to ignite some spark, but it was like lighting a wet match. Couldn't do anything. Bukayo Saka, 5 out of 10. His recent form vanished, effectively neutralized by Porto's defense. Leandro Trossard, also 5. Inconsequential, barely noticeable in the game's flow. Poor, 5 out of 10. Martinelli, I'll give him 4. He started promisingly, but faded disastrously. Was responsible for the goal. It was a fatal error. I'll give him 4 out of 10. Look, all front three had a bad game. Um, they were either too slow or indecisive. I just hope they turn this around in the second leg. Subs, Jorginho brought in too late to make a difference, and when he did, it was to misplaced passes. 5 out of 10 for Jorginho. Mikel Arteta stubbornly sticking to a lineup that clearly wasn't working, with a baffling reluctance to make changes. I think if we could have brought on Reece Nelson or Eddie Nketiah, some fresh legs, and Jorginho a bit early, we could have gotten a point. We could have gotten a point. We could have even won the game. Guys, to say this was a letdown would be an understatement. It was a total collapse, a failure to rise to occasion. Now, with their Champions League hope teetering on the edge, Arsenal and Arteta have a mountain to climb. As lucky as Porto were, the lack of fight, strategy, and technical skill displayed from Arsenal is alarming. Absolutely unacceptable. But I'm sure we can turn this around. So let's keep supporting our boys in red and white. Guys, that's all with the player ratings and match review. Next up, we have Newcastle United in the Premier League. They are never an easy side to beat, especially when they play Arsenal. And remember, we need to catch Liverpool and Man City again this week. We need to forget our Champions League defeat and focus on the Newcastle for now. I will be bringing you a match preview and predicted lineup from the Newcastle game. Um, so yeah, that's all for right now. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked the video. Please like and share it with your friends and family and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks and bye.